So first of all, I want to congratulate the Seattle Sounders becoming the 5th MLS team to make it to the CONCACAF Champions League final, as they're going to be playing against Pumas in that two-legged affair in a couple of weeks. But in the end, this was kind of a game where it was expected, with NYCFC really pushing to try to get themselves back into this two-legged affair, and especially in the second half where they put unrelentless pressure against the Sounders. But unfortunately, a combination of Stefan Fry basically stood on his heads in this game in the second half, and some terrible finishing from NYCFC is the reason why NYCFC wasn't able to get it done, and the Sounders able to move on into the final. Now, in the first half, and I've already mentioned this in the News of the Week episode, but in case if you didn't watch that, both Maxime Morales and Maxime Chénaud was not available for NYCFC in this game. And again, I don't know if Maxime Morales in this game for NYCFC would have made much of a difference, because I still think NYCFC created a ton of chances in this game, especially in the second half, and it's just the finishing was just not there for them. Though I will say that, if NYCFC does have Maxime Morales, and knowing the fact that Morales, especially from last season, has been just such a goal potent guy that scores in the big moment, maybe it would have made a difference. Maybe if Maxi was here, he would have definitely scored that crucial goal for NYCFC to at least set up a grandstand finish, or even maybe we get that third goal to send this one into a PK shootout. Now, in the first half, and really just 10 seconds in, we already had some CCL shenanigan, as there was a lot of pushing and shoving from both teams. Now, I expect this was going to be a very intensive game, and I was expecting that, we're going to see more tempers flare in the second leg than what we saw in the first leg. I did not expect to see that just 10 seconds into the game. And, really, there wasn't much into that one. I mean, yes, Castellanos did came in late for that, but it was kind of looked like it was a normal foul, and all of a sudden, both teams just kind of decided to brawl just 10 seconds into this game. So, yeah, that was kind of a little bit of a surprise that they're already going at it, but it's also just explain of how intensified this game and how it could get really spicy. And also, not to mention, since this game is taking place at 9 o'clock local time, we're going to get some CCL After Dark moment, and I think that was just an example of a peak CCL After Dark moment. The F Seattle chant rang out at Red Bull Arena. There was definitely a sizable crowd. They're definitely the biggest crowd I've seen at an NYCFC game at Red Bull Arena, though it is still not full. You can definitely still see some empty seats, and it's understandable because it is a midweek game, and it is taking place at Red Bull Arena, and since it's a late kickoff, it's hard for a lot of NYCFC fans to have to travel to Harrison to watch this game. And not to mention, it has got to be embarrassing, the fact that you're playing literally one of your biggest game of your franchise history, and you have to play in your rival stadium. Now, 7 minutes in, Magno with the game's first chance. Actually, not change. I don't know why I wrote change there. They sound kind of similar, but he has the first real chance, but he hits it straight to Fry. The atmosphere did sound good, which I thought either maybe FS1 kind of turned up the crowd noise to kind of intensify the crowd sound in this game, or the fact that it actually sounds like that in game, because it was definitely loud, and that NYCFC support group, they definitely bring in the noise early in this game. Though as the game goes along, you can definitely see that it was much more quiet, especially I think in the latter part of the first half, after the Sounders got the opening goal, and then the latter part of this game where they kind of knew that it was pretty much game over for them to come back from the 3-1 deficit they suffer in the first leg. Then Thiago tried to hit one in from 4 yards out, but he hits it straight to Fry. And then there was some more CCO shenanigans after I think Thiago and Reagan kind of got nose to each other. I mean, again, tempers were definitely hot in this game. Both teams, there was a lot of CCO shenanigan and a lot of kind of tempers between both of these teams. And I even wrote it, a lot of tempers from both of these teams, which kind of feels like classic CCO, because that's, of course, how it always has been. Now, in the 14th minute, Christian Rodin with Seattle's first real chance, but he hits one straight to Johnson. And I thought after NYCFC kind of controlled the possession in the first 15 minutes, the Sounders started to kind of dictate play. I mean, after the 15-minute mark, it feels like something just switched, and all of a sudden, it looked like the Sounders were the one that they're going to get that first goal and that crucial away goal to force NYCFC to have to score 3 in this one. Castellanos puts it just wide after a giveaway from the Sounders, and then in the 28th minute, the Sounders indeed gets their first goal, and it's Ruidíaz scoring here from New Who to give the Sounders a 1-0 lead. I mean, it was so close. We were so close of seeing potentially New Who get on the score sheet here, but even him being on the assist chart, that's a rarity because I don't recall the last time that New Who actually got on the assist chart. But most importantly, Ruidíaz scoring his first goal of the season for the Sounders. Got to be a good weight off of his shoulder because he hasn't really had the best start to the season, but certainly a crucial goal for the Sounders because now that forced NYCFC to have to score 3 goals to even force this into a PK shootout. The Sounders, I thought they started to drop their lines, and NYCFC was having a really tough time to find space to operate other than just kind of putting some hopeful crosses into the box. Castellanos then blast one over the bar from long range before Johnson had to deny Ruidíaz, who's trying to score a second goal and really just put this game out of hand in the front post. And I even wrote the crowd, they looked deflated. I mean, there was times where the broadcast showed the supporter group, and you can definitely see that they were kind of deflated, and they feel like this is not going to happen for them. That will change as we head into the second half, because as we head into the second half with the Sounders leading 1-0, after Rodriguez struck the post from long range, and on the rebound, Magno actually struck the post too in the back post. NYCFC finally got a goal back and got the equalizer. And let me just write this again, because I think when I put this board up, I might have accidentally smeared some of the letter here. But yeah, in the 51st minute, Thiago Rodriguez scored from Thiago Andrade to give the equalizer for NYCFC and to at least get one goal back for NYCFC, and now make the task of them getting 2 goals to tie the aggregate score. Though I thought despite giving up a goal, the Sounders still look good defensively sounded, and they were still looking to try to go on the break when they have the chance to do so. I mean, there was a couple of times where the Sounders were looking very threatening on the counter. One of those happened at the hour mark where they could have made it 2-1 and could have put this game out of reach, but Thiago Martins with an emergency goal line clearance off of a Mora shot to at least give NYCFC a chance. Amundsen then fired one wide from long range in the 61st minute, and this is kind of where NYCFC really took over this game and really started to pout for the second goal, because after Fry absolutely robbed Martins, who had a free header there, and somehow Fry, of course, made the save. And despite the fact that the Sounders was trying to slow things down and at times kind of shithouse a little bit, trying to wait some time, NYCFC was really looking to try to score that second goal. Fry denied Magno from close range in the 68th minute before Castellanos tried to flick one in, but he puts that one wide. Rodon had a rare chance for the Sounders during that relentless bombardment from NYCFC, and he also tried to finish it off for Seattle there, but he was denied by Johnson. And then on the other end, Fry made another incredible save to rob Magno from 5 yards out. That one was probably the best save of the night, probably even better than the one that he saved from Martins, because Magno, he should have scored that one from 5 yards out. That was literally a tap-in for him. Like, Castellanos basically set this one perfectly on a plate for Magno to save that one, and, Fry with just some cat-like reflexes to rob him there. Though, you can also say that was more of Tallis. Magno just kind of puts it straight to Fry rather than maybe Fry made an incredible save. But still, that could have really changed how the compression would be in the last 18 minutes. Thiago then had a shot from 5 yards out that was blocked off the line by Rowe, not only once, but also twice. And I think at that point, I started to kind of wrote, this doesn't look like it's going to be NYCFC 9. Because with these missed chances that I've seen from NYCFC, I've seen this happen many times with team where they came so close of scoring, and sometimes either it's because the opposition goalkeeper just kind of stood on his head, which that was definitely the case in this one for Stefan Fry, or the fact that bad luck just seems to be with them, and that they just could not finish, as we saw in this game for NYCFC. It just looked like this is not going to happen for them. Rodan then trying to finish the game again for the Sounders, but he hits one straight to Johnson. There was a huge shout for a penalty for NYCFC in the 79th minute, as they felt like Kellen Rowe handball into the box. Now, I've only saw one full replay that FS1 basically put, and it was not a good angle. Like, I just could not tell whether or not if that was a handball. They did try to put a second replay, but they literally cut the replay as we get into the handball because the ball was coming into the box. But either way, you know, I can't tell whether or not if that was a penalty. I'm gonna trust the fact that that wasn't a penalty and it wasn't a handball, because again, you know, as much as I know, I've said before how the VAR usage in CONCACAF hasn't been good, or well, I don't think I've said that. What I meant is, you know, I was fearing that the VAR usage in CCL is not going to be good. You know, at least for this year, most of the time when VAR is used in CCL, they actually had got the decision correct, and you know, the referee did kind of pause a little bit to just make sure the VAR people have a chance to check to see whether or not that's a handball. And I'm gonna trust the fact that, you know, they did get a better look compared to Fox just showing one replay out of that one. And yeah, the no penalty was given to NYCFC. And after that, you know, for the last 10 minutes, you know, knowing the fact that the Sounders were really on the ropes, they decided to intensify their time-wasting shithousery with a lot of fake injury and cramp. In fact, there was one incident where Rui Diaz, he actually went down and he was kind of grabbing his knee, but while he was grabbing his knee, you can clearly tell that he was definitely laughing while he was grabbing on his knee on the ground, which, one, that tells me that he's definitely faking that injury, and two, that's just kind of classic shithousery, and that's Rui Diaz trying his best to maybe be faking injury and just pretending that he actually is, but instead he kind of ends up laughing because he can't help the fact that he was faking an injury. And by the way, he also got booked for that too. So yeah, I mean, I guess Raul Rui Diaz is definitely not going to be nominated for any Oscar to trying to fake injury, because if you're gonna fake injury, you at least can't. I mean, I know it's very tempted to kind of laugh it off, but you got to try your best not to do that. And again, Rui Diaz, I don't think he did a good job in terms of trying to sell it, and certainly the referee didn't think either. And as I said, he got booked because of that, and I think that's probably the first time I've ever seen a player getting booked because he was trying to fake an injury. But at that case, I don't blame the fact that the referee decided to do so. Now in the 88th minute, Parks tried to put a looping cross in that actually forced Fry to make a full stretch save. Originally, I thought Castellanos did get a flick onto this one, and Fry had to make an incredible save again. But on the replay, Castellanos never touched it, and I think Fry kind of read that one late, but he just able to make a full stretch save to kind of push that one away. I mean, with the night that Stefan Fry was having, it was not a big surprise he was able to get that. Like, when you're a goalkeeper and you feel it, you definitely feel it. Like, you know there's going to be nothing that's going to go past you when you make incredible save time and time again. And I also kind of wrote NYCFC was also running out of ideas on the attack, and, you know, the crowd were looking deflated again. I even saw some that was making their way toward the exit because they knew that this was going to be over. And while the crowd was deflated, the players definitely were not, and that there was more temper flare as Callens and Ladero kind of got into some pushing and shoving. But in the end, the Sounders able to hold on to a 1-1 draw in this game, but most importantly win 4-2 on the aggregate score and move on into the final to face Pumas in a couple of weeks. As the shots in this one, 23 shots compared to 8 that the Sounders had, 8 shots on goal compared to 6 that the Sounders had, 8 shots off target compared to 1 that the Sounders had, 7 shots that was blocked compared to 1 that the Sounders had, and possession-wise, 63% possession compared to 37% possession the Seattle Sounders has in this game. And yeah, overall, the Sounders, they took care of business, albeit it wasn't wasn't pretty, and they had to soak in a lot of pressure, especially in the second half. But that's what you need to do. I mean, when you're playing on the road in CCL, it doesn't matter if you're going down to Mexico, or in this rare case, you're going to be going to the same country and playing against an MLS team. You're going to have to deal with those situations. And tonight, you know, the Sounders just did enough, and especially they're definitely going to be thanking Stephen Fry for coming up big in this game, making those saves, but also have to thank NYCFC that just, you know, they're going to be thinking about all those missed chances, and a lot of these attackers are going to have nightmares about some of the missed chances that they had in this one. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you guys see a like, smash the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this game? And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.